morning, my fellow investors. I'm here to meet you regarding our very strong satisfaction towards our latest service, ChatGPT, which users can give inputs into via natural human language.
Go! We're gonna dump all our money into you and not anyone else. This will change the world!
Furthermore, we will also need powerful AI data centers to power ChatGPT, which will mandate many powerful computers. Luckily, we have a partnership with NVIDIA to supply us GPUs that counts as incoming revenue.
Dump even more money into OpenAI!
I'm also proud to announce that we here at Microsoft are excited to partner with OpenAI to power Bing search. We here at Apple are very proud to announce ChatGPT and Gemini integration into our software via Apple Intelligence. Partnership. Partnership.
There's no doubt that AI is changing the world, although how it's doing so is questionable. Specifically, it alone is leading to fraud and possible economic recession, or at a very extreme worst case scenario, a depression. Firstly, let's unpack the deal between all these partnerships between these large tech firms regarding AI, and that all these partnerships are effectively the same money passed around, or the equivalent of a group of friends meeting every week to play poker using money from a dedicated fund that houses the money. In that case, no one truly wins or loses any money despite winning or losing the games, because no matter how good of a player one is, it's just the same money being passed around. Relating this back to tech firms, none of them are truly gaining meaningful money in the context of their tech products. However, just like how winners of a group playing poker can technically count their wins as gaining money even if it's the same money being passed around, the firms involved in all these AI partnerships can technically count these deals as revenue. Consequently, tech firms like NVIDIA, OpenAI, AMD, and Intel are using the revenue from these partnerships to appeal to investors, as can be seen via NVIDIA becoming the world's first $4 trillion and $5 trillion company in the second half of this year alone. In other words, they are misleading their shareholders, also known as stock fraud. When this stock fraud becomes more of a mainstream issue, it will not only lead to massive scandals within these firms and many lawsuits, but will also result in many investors selling some of the world's most valuable stocks. As the Great Depression has shown humanity, a massive rush to sell valuable stocks will result in, at the best case scenario, a recession and possibly an economic depression, which will lead to mass unemployment to everyone, but this probably won't be quite as bad as the Great Depression if it does go down this way, because the Great Depression was because of the results of failures of many industries. This is just tech industries, so it probably won't be quite as bad as the Great Depression, but it'll still be bad. One question you may have is why shareholders haven't already caught on to the stock fraud, and it's because most of them are not technology enthusiasts and simply desire their money without that many questions. Furthermore, the stock fraud will ruin the reputations of known reputable firms in the past, like NVIDIA, AMD, and Intel. However, because many people have caught what I call artificial intelligence disease, or the belief that AI is practical, or else the lack of real knowledge, the demand for AI data centers required to run LLMs like ChatGPT or Gemini are also skyrocketing, which many customers do not consider because they don't interact with the large servers powering large language models. I mean, think about it. Like, in order to run YouTube, you have to have people maintaining the servers, and you have to keep servers up 24/7 somewhere. Most people don't even think about that. And the same thing goes with these large language models, except LLMs are far more power hungry because they're not just simply storing them. They're actually actively processing even more data than just regular servers. Consequently, demand for RAM, which requires NAND chips, is also skyrocketing. And because demand is increasing faster than the supply, assuming you understand how supply and demand works in economics, the latest standards of RAM, being DDR4 and DDR5, have prices of modules doubling or even tripling in some cases. Furthermore, prices of solid-state drives are also skyrocketing due to them containing the same NAND modules that are high in demand. Although the impacts of rising costs in RAM and storage won't be immediate in any machine requiring these components, including smartphones, smartwatches, tablets, desktops, laptops, cars, appliances, and medical equipment, their prices will eventually have to skyrocket to match production costs due to LLMs becoming popular. Because of the inevitable price hikes of these gadgets, this could lead to a recession, which will also lead to higher unemployment rates. Now, granted, this isn't going to be quite as bad as like the '08 recession, but it'll still have detrimental effects to the economy. Some of you have likely already commented that we're already in a recession as of the time I'm making this video in November 2025. However, this video is strictly to inform people about how AI alone can harm the economy in ways that most people don't consider, and so I just want to raise awareness about that. They're also likely pondering if there's anything that you can do to avoid this possible economic crash, other than sharing this video to let more people know, and subscribe to my channel so that way I get liking this video, so that way this video will get higher up in the algorithm. Although there's not really anything you can do about AI firm stock fraud without crashing the economy, because obviously selling stocks in masses is bad for the economy. You can decrease demand for AI data centers by refraining from using the LLMs, as I can assure you that they're useless for reasons that I explain more in the video linked up here. But do you think that AI is benevolent to our economy? Please comment that down below. As always, thank you all for watching this video. I'm the iTunes Family. Peace out.